Channel. My name is Orlana Kane. It's great to be along with you in this hour. I'm very proud to be showcasing a brand new product that's been here before, but it's brand new to us here at the Shopping Channel. I know many of you have already bought it, and it's already backed by popular demand. It's called Neutrogena, and I'm sure it's not a brand that you're unfamiliar with, but Dermatologics is back with us, and so is Dr. Kirby. Nice to have you here.
Nice to see you.
Always
Thank you
a pleasure.
very much. If you're just tuning in now, I'll repeat a lot of the things I said.
Yes, you will.
But I'm hoping people can really use this as an educational time and really understand about not only these products in particular, but also just overall skincare regimes.
Confident and consistent. That's what we look for in good guests. 430-435. It is our Neutrogena Dermatologics Retinol NX Serum at $75. Don't get scared when you hear the word retinol because this is a non-prescription basis serum, but still very powerful effects.
Very much so. It's from Neutrogena Dermatologics, which is that specialized professional division of Neutrogena, and it really focuses on the unique partnership between scientists and dermatologists. They create products for the more discriminating skincare needs, and I can tell you, as a board-certified dermatologist in Beverly Hills, the most discriminating people in the world are there, both in a good way and a bad way. And I tell them, if you can please patients in Beverly Hills, you can please them anywhere, because they're very, very concerned about the aging process.
And you've had a bit of a career in television. You've appeared on other TV shows, and you know how important the appearance is, you know, on TV, but in day-to-day life too. Many people feel that they get turned over for a promotion or advance, or maybe they're recently going through a divorce or changes in life are happening, and you feel your youth is slipping away from you faster than you would like. Then here is a way of giving you back your youth. Whether you be 18 or 80, it's never too soon or never too late to start.
Well, superior anti-aging benefits is the one phrase that is associated with this product, and it gives you a more youthful, more beautiful appearance. And you touched on that. I mean, the fact of the matter is, as unfortunate as it is society is very ageist. So, you know, protecting your skincare is, and choosing the right skincare line can be very important in success.
And the flip side of that, more and more people are looking at better ways of taking care of their skin, because somewhere along the 80s and early 90s, it kind of got muddied, and we were over tanning, and everything was in excess in the 80s, right? The haircuts, the clothing. And then the 90s came down, and you know, now we're kind of countering the benefit, the loss of a lot of things. Environmental factors are working against us every day.
Well, I think so many things have changed over the course of the last 10 years, 15 years, 20 years in terms of education, but also technology. And the products that we have today are relatively new. They have been studied. They have a long track record of superior benefits, but we didn't have those in the past. And when we talk about this product in particular, it has stabilized retinol technology, which we'll get into, but it also has tetrol E, which is another proprietary ingredient that makes this exclusive formulation so efficacious.
Well, let's just talk about that. This is a 2-month supply in this bottle, so you're thinking $75, 30, you know, a few dollars, 40 some odd dollars, and you don't even, or 30 some odd dollars, $37.50.
Over the course of the month, I tell people, you know, really, if you're spending a little more than $1 a day on your skincare line, that's not a lot to ask. It's less than a cup of coffee, and it can make a very big difference in your appearance. Also, I love the fact that you put this on your hand here, because people say to me, Dr. Kirby, I don't know if that's enough for me. This is the perfect amount. A pearl-sized amount is enough to cover your entire face. If you notice, it goes on very smooth. It is a serum, so we talk about some things absorb better than others, and there's ointments, there's gels, there's creams. Serums are the best way to have, in my clinical opinion, to have a anti-aging product enter into the upper layer of your skin.
And why is that?
Serums are just associated with a couple words: satin, silky, smooth. Those are some of the words that allow it to spread very uniformly, because people don't want products that are very thick on their face.
Right.
And because either it feels sort of sticky and tacky, or they just want to make sure that it's penetrating uniformly. And that's why we really recommend serums. The dermatological industry in general really is in love with serums.
What about the efficacy of serum versus a moisturizer?
Well, I tell people not everyone needs a moisturizer, and it also depends. It depends on your age. It depends on your heritage. It also depends on where you live.
Right.
For me, I have generally speaking, I have an oily complexion, so I never need a moisturizer. Someone who's in a very, very dry environment, they may
Which happens in our winter times.
Exactly. In that case, you may need a moisturizer, and it's absolutely fine to use a moisturizer with this line. The Neutrogena Dermatologics line in general is used for all skin types, from the most sensitive skin to someone like myself who has more resistant skin, oilier complexion, but it is well tolerated amongst all different skin types.
And that's important too, because you don't need to go, looking online and wondering, am I normal to oily, or doing the oily test and trying to find out where you fit in there. This will respond to your skin immediately, and it's kind of instinctively.
Well, you get very quick results, and I always tell people, and I like to educate them about this fact, it takes a good 35 to 57 days for any skincare product that is efficacious to really start seeing those clinical results. So,
and the reason being, does that also work within our skin cell cycle
your cells are constantly being born, and they're constantly sloughing off, and this is occurring every single day. In children, that process is very, very fast, and that's why kids have uniform skin in terms of tone, texture, color. As we age, that process slows down. And what happens? Your skin gets dull. It loses its luminosity. It isn't as tight and as firm as it used to be. And what do? We want to increase that surface cell turnover, and we want to restore a more youthful, more beautiful appearance. And that's exactly what a stabilized retinol technology does. Increasing surface cell turnover penetrates through the upper layer of the stratum corneum, and it provides you with that more youthful appearance.
And what we're looking for is a reduction in wrinkles, a reduction in a lot of different factors about our skin. We want an appearance of a more youthful face, and I know that there's been studies done on the Neutrogena Retinol Serum, and they are abundant. For a company that's been around for 40 years, they take what they do very seriously, and now they've taken what they do into a more advanced skincare.
100%. Neutrogena Dermatologics, specialized professional division of Neutrogena. It provides you professional level solutions, cutting edge technology, and it's really for people who want to kickstart their anti-aging regime. It's for people who aren't going to be passive, aren't going to sit back and just age gracefully. They're going to fight the aging process, and that's why people come to see me at my dermatology practice in Beverly Hills. They say, Dr. Kirby, I really want to do everything I can to fight this process. Can you give me education about it? And I say, absolutely. Let's build a hierarchy. Number one, broad spectrum sunscreen every single day. Number two, a product that has stabilized retinol technology. Dermatologists love stabilized retinol technology. More than 2,800 publications have shown that retinol is the gold standard in any anti-aging regime. So the analogy I make at my office in Beverly Hills is, to build a house, you have to first have a strong foundation. You can't just build, you may build the most beautiful house in the world, but if it doesn't have a strong foundation, it's not going to last. And that's where stabilized retinol technology, preferably with Tetrol E, comes into play.
And we had spoke earlier about products that you may already have in your little basket of beauty products by your sink, and you're looking at the ingredients and you say, well, this one has retinol. Maybe, I don't know when the last time I had this. Well, I don't even know when I bought this. You don't know. But it's not working for you anymore. That is also a big factor, is that if you have products that have been there too long, or they're not quality products, or the efforts of stabilizing them haven't been there, then that product is rendered useless. It's not going to work for you.
People call my office all the time. They make an appointment to come see me, and I say to them, listen, bring in the products you're using. I want to see what you're currently using. People will come in with a sack. They'll come in with a grocery bag of products, and I lay them all on the table, and I say, when was the last time you used this? A while back. Well, why'd you stop? It wasn't working. What about this? It wasn't working. What about this? It wasn't working. And we take them and we throw them in the garbage. If you're using products or you own products that aren't working, there's a reason for that. They don't have stabilized ingredients. And the manufacturer probably went in with good intentions. They probably created products that make sense theoretically, but if they're not stabilized, they're not manufactured the right way, they're not packaged the right way, they're not shipped the right way, then you're not going to get that same product that was created in a lab. You're not going to get that on your face, so you're not going to get a clinical result.
And due to the packaging, too, you are going to get the same effectiveness on the first pump as on the last because of the packaging.
I won't bore you with the details, but there's so many different ways that this is packaged. I mean, it's in a glass porcelain container. It has a twist cap to keep air out. I mean, there's so many different ways that this is stabilized.
Protected too, right?
Well, there's 17 different patents associated with the stabilization process of the retinol.
And not even you know them.
So, well, there is a lot of research and development secrets that are proprietary, and even I'm not allowed to know. But I tell people ultimately what it boils down to is this. Where do you get skincare from? Dermatologists. And if you go to my house, I don't want anyone to come to my house and break in and open my medicine cabinet.
There.
But if you do, what you'll see is Neutrogena Dermatologics line. So,
right. It's important that you practice what you preach, right?
Absolutely. Well, the other thing, too, is my professional reputation is on the line. If I was to recommend a product that wasn't efficacious, didn't provide the results that